Hi, I thought I'd go ahead and just look through your submission and see what's going on. So I have the Chapter 3 car rental. This is the scorecard that you would see if you watch that movie. You go to the little dots next to the assignment and then you say view submission and it'll take you to this. So I went ahead and downloaded your submitted file. It looks like we're doing good. And then here, I'm going to open this up. And so anytime it has a red, and then you see how this is like got a down arrow, but then once I click on it, it's an up arrow and it shows you the detail. And so I was looking at your file and I am not sure why you have these in curly braces. You don't want to do that. So we're going to just do like that. Let's see what happens. Right. So then you get the same answer, but the formula is actually correct. So we're saying if F6 equals rewards, which you did, then you're going to do discount, which discount this is this one cell. Let's just make sure. It's hard for me to tell. I'm going to come up here real quick and look at name manager and look at what discount is. B42. Yeah, okay. B42. So that is correct. And then 0 if it's false, and then just copy that down. Nothing's going to change, but the formula is now going to be correct. So all you need to do, that curly brace, you don't want to use that. That is actually for array variables, so don't do that. So then that should take care of all of this. And you see when you open it, it'll show you kind of what you were supposed to do, and you could have looked at that and analyzed. But you have to get to this. So hopefully you know how to do that now. So let's open up 7. In J6, enter a formula to determine the cost of gas. If the value in Y in column I is Y, then assign the cost of gas in B44, otherwise 0. Use the name range. Okay, I suspect this is going to be the same thing. So let's go to your file. Oops, what cell was that? J6. So J. Yeah, so I'm not sure why you're putting the braces in it. So all I'm going to do is take those curly braces away. I'm just going to delete those, and then copy that down. And then that will take care of that, right? So both of those are the same errors. So let's go back over. And yeah, so you can see here. Let's close that up. Step number 9. You're using account if N6. So let's go see what you got going there. N6. All right. So, so look at what's happening here. Look at what's happening. So you're saying F6 through F32, right? But look at when you copied it, because you did not make this an absolute reference. Look at what happens when we go down to express. It changed to 7 to 33. 8 to 34, right? So what you need to do here is just recognize that you're going to copy this formula, and the cells that you're referencing are locked in. You don't want them to shift. Now you want the criteria to shift because for each row it's a different criteria. But what you're comparing it to is fixed. So all I'm going to do is go to this formula and select the F6 through F32, and I'm going to do F4, which is the shortcut key. I'm going to check mark it, and then I'm going to copy it down. Ooh, see, that one changed, right? And if I come here, do you see it stays 6 through 32, which is really what you want to compare all of these to. So that was, and we're just learning that. So don't beat yourself up. But that would be something to look at when things aren't, looking right is, wait, do I need to lock anything in? Is anything fixed in um, across these copied formulas that I need to go to the same set of cells? And that'll lead you to understanding that you need to lock it in and with the absolute reference. All right, let's go down to the next one. Step 10. Um, I I'm betting that this is the same thing. You probably did not lock it in. So average, and you didn't, right? So the first one's right, but then look, when you copy it, it goes down row 7, row 8, row 9. So to fix it, um, and the way that you would know that it's wrong is really like it's easier over here because you can simply count and recognize, oh shoot, I only had 11 or I only had 10 and it's supposed to be 12. Here you'd have to do a little bit of math to check it. So I'm going to select um, this this set here because we want to lock that in. So F4, and then we're going to keep P6, which is pointing to rewards, and we wanted to point to express miles, credit card, cash. We're going to keep that relative, but then what we're averaging, which is this set of cells, we want to lock that in. So I'm going to fix that, and I'm going to double click, and then see these numbers changed. And so one of the things that you could have recognized is comparing this to the answer file that I give you guys in Blackboard, like the PDF of the answer. You could have recognized that your numbers don't match, and that would have led you to what did I do wrong kind of thing. And I suspect this is the same thing. Yeah. The sum if. So all we're going to do is we're going to pick that, and we're going to do F4, and then the reference to what's going to be added, we're going to do the F4, check mark, copy it down, number shift, and let's see. So that one was fixed. R6, which is the sum if, we just did that one. So that's good. So then, all right, so on client data, so let's go back and look at client data. Okay. Let's see what's wrong. Formula was not set to proper A2, A7, A12, A17. So let's look and see what's going on. Oh, yeah. So, okay. And I think this is probably a misunderstanding of what this function is. So all you're doing is you want to reference just this one cell here. So we're going to do equal proper, point to this one, and then that's it. Okay, then you take that and copy it down, right? So when you use proper, you're really just referencing a single cell. Whatever's in that one cell, you want to make it proper case, which would be first letter capitalized, the rest lower. So just go in and change that. Instead of referencing the whole range, for this one cell, you just want to take this Dawn's name and make it proper, and then copy it down. And each of these then will look at the name to the left. And I think that's all that you had wrong. So really very similar things. So go ahead and make those corrections. You have a couple more times to submit it. And then let's see if I can actually show you. Yeah, no, I can't because I'm not a student. But watch that other movie. Go to the 9-inch mark and and let me know if you have questions. All right, thanks.